This be Plunder, A Pirate's Life by Lost Boy Entertainment. I'm admittedly behind the wave on this review, as the game came out in 2020 and has spent a goodly amount of time on me shelf of shame. But I figured since September 19th be National Talk Like a Pirate Day, it be thematically fitting for me to do this review. So what do you say we dive right in, starting with the lovely chest that it comes in? As you can see, the title is emblazoned proudly across the front with no other cover art to be seen. When we flip it over, we see close-ups of the game components, as well as a brief description of what sort of adventure lies within. Inside this box, and it is a lift-off top chest, we find a vacuformed organizer sure to bring a tear to your quartermaster's eye, as there are plenty of nooks and crannies for all of your bits and bobs to be stowed safely inside. Now, when we move on to the game board itself, and what a board it be, you'll notice that there are 6 modular tiles printed on both sides, to be shuffled before each game, so no 2 voyages are ever quite the same. Players will start with 3 resource cards and 1 ship. They'll roll their dice to determine where they move around the map, conquering islands and discovering treasure along the way. But they must be wary, for they may end up stuck in the storm, which will keep them from navigating out unless they sacrifice some of their riches. Players will spend time trying to collect as many plunder points as they possibly can, earned through claiming islands, treasures, and sinking enemy ships. The first scallywag to collect 10 of these plunder points shall be the most feared captain on the high seas. Now, when we look here, it might seem like a complicated game, but actually it's played simply with these resources, 4 of them: wood, gold, rum, and iron. You can keep track of what you can purchase with these resources with these handy player cards. And of course, the treasures are all determined by these here X mark the spot cards, but be warned, not all of them are silver and gold. Many bear a terrible curse. Players will determine the outcome of battles using an attack and defend die, and the storm and other random events will be determined by these compass spinners. The game features a fair amount of random chance, but there certainly be plenty of strategy for an ambitious captain to take part in. Now, when we look at the actual game rules, you see that the pirate code come printed on this lovely saddle-stitched booklet, certainly sure to stand the test of time, and it features a quick reference guide on the back that certainly be please in the couch, as this game might be a little tough to learn on the first playthrough, but easy enough to find all the information you need without being lost in that vast codex. Now, you might be asking yourself, old crappy couch, what do you think of the game? I think it's a fine load of fun and a great time waster for National Talk Like a Pirate Day. Not only does it support up to 6 players, but it can be scaled down to 2 with their own small sea to fight over. It's not too complex, and actually the rules seem intimidating at first only when reading the print. But in practice, you'll find that it's easy to teach new players. Gameplay sessions don't last too long, and frankly, it does feel a little bit off balance, as sometimes the dice don't always favor ye. But there be enough random chance that nobody should be too caught up in a loss, and they should be ready to take to the high seas and raise havoc with their enemies again and again, as this game is very easy to set up and play over and over, and I highly recommend you do. So tell me, have you played Plunder, A Pirate's Life, or perhaps another likely pirate game? Comment below and let me know. And as always, scallywags, thanks for joining ye couch. See ye next time.